In the last few days our lives have changed. Things that we have taken for granted for so long are now being denied to us. We were used to jumping on planes and within a few hours we were in a distant land. But now we're being told not to travel. We were used to going to places and doing things, but now we're being told to stay at home as much as possible. We're used to going to the football, to the rugby, to concerts. These things aren't happening, and there are going to be no church services. Some of us have been asked to have virtually no human contact for up to 12 weeks. We're used to going to supermarkets and finding full shelves, but not at the moment. We're used to sending our kids to school, but even they are working from home now, as perhaps many of us are as well. What has happened? What has gone wrong? What has turned our lives upside down in this way? Well, it's something we can't see. It's a microscopic virus. It's invisible and it's new. It was only named in January. But since its discovery, it's spread across the world and changed so much, for now at least. But what should we as Christians make of all this? Well, perhaps there are many different ways to answer that question, and depending on how long I have to keep making videos like this one, we'll perhaps be able to explore some of those answers together. For now, for today, I just want to give you two brief thoughts, if I may. Firstly, isn't it sad that the sins of humanity have ruined God's creation? Isn't it sad that the sins of humanity have ruined God's creation? When God created this world, it was good. It was very good. That's what he said. It was a place of harmony. It was a place of peace. It was a place where no tears were ever shed. A place where no one got ill. A place where no one died. A place where the first people, Adam and Eve, enjoyed a wonderful, perfect relationship with God. But then Adam and Eve sinned, and everything changed. Their relationship with God was broken. They knew sadness and grief. God's world was spoiled. And one of the effects of that was that they got ill. I wonder what that first virus was that Adam and Eve went down with. Did they get a cough and a cold? Did they get the flu? We don't know. We don't know. But we do know that our sin, our wrongdoing, ruins this beautiful world that God has made. And it continues to do so. And as this virus attacks, perhaps we're being given a chance to see that, to realise just how much our lives are impacted by our broken relationship with God. Isn't it awful what sin does to our beautiful world? But secondly, isn't it wonderful what Jesus Christ can do for us? Isn't it wonderful what Jesus Christ can do for us? In Mark 1 verse 32 we read these words. At evening when the sun had set, they brought to Jesus all who were sick. Then a little bit later on we read, he healed many who were sick with various diseases. Jesus Christ came into this world to deal with sin and all of its effects. He healed the sick. He raised the dead. He calmed the storm. He fed the hungry. And so much more. His greatest work, of course, was to die on the cross. There he dealt with not just the effects of sin, but actually with sin itself. There he was punished in our place. And he promises us that if we turn from our sin, and if we trust him, that one day he will return and take us to be with him in the new heavens and the new earth. And that is a place where God will wipe away all of our tears. It's a place where there is no more pain, where there is no illness, no death. Revelation 21 verse 4 says this, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. I pray that as we face this difficult time together, that God in his grace may help us to look forward to this wonderful eternity that is ours through the work of Jesus Christ.